And here's the view as we look off to the south and southwest, as seen from Scott Stadium. There are some storms through Nelson County, so we're kind of looking in that direction. And again, the storms have been pretty isolated in nature here this afternoon, but certainly a hot day. Made up to 91 at the airport, and temperatures tomorrow should be our hottest of the week, even though the humidity is going to remain high, but numbers will begin to back down a little bit more later. Let's take a look at some numbers. Again, 80 currently at the airport. We have a dew point of 71, so it feels like it's already in the upper 80s with that steamy conditions. Currently 84 at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave, making it to the upper 80s this afternoon, but it felt like it was in the low to mid 90s with dew points that were in the lower 70s. So you can see most of us are in the 80s this afternoon, have been knocked down because of either storms or clouds in the vicinity. But Doppler radar the last few hours shows you some of the storms that have impacted parts of the region. Not a whole lot of coverage. Right now, some of the strongest activities between Nelson and Buckingham County. You get toward Allen's Creek, Gladstone, Wingina, Cam, and just to the west of Mount Rush, some downpours in progress there. A little bit lighter as you go south and southwest of Scottsville along the James River. A little shower that has weakened now that's crossed over the Blue Ridge is impacting areas here in western Greene County from Lydia up toward Fletcher. So again, isolated in nature. Next hour or so before the sun goes down, and things will be rather quiet here for the overnight. Certainly muggy. That little swirl that you see here in the last couple of frames, that was Tropical Storm Chantal that developed over the weekend, became a remnant low later this morning, and now again moving away from the Delmarva coastline. Did produce in localized areas some flooding. Temperatures here for tonight pretty much in the lower 70s under clear to partly cloudy skies and patchy fog. And then temperatures tomorrow should be the hottest of the week with low and mid 90s before storms develop. And we do have a first alert weather day for the afternoon and evening. We're currently under a category 2 out of 5 for severe storms. A slight risk. The main threat is going to be damaging wind gusts, 60, 70 miles per hour, some spotty large hail, and again, some localized flooding issues potentially as well. But Futurecast in the morning, things are quiet. The afternoon doesn't pick up on all this that well, but there will be more storms than what we're seeing this afternoon ahead of an approaching cold front. And that front really never makes it through the region, so it will give rise to more unsettled conditions really the rest of the week, combined with the summer heat and humidity. That front tonight is off to our north and west of the Ohio Valley. This time of year, we don't have this big push of dry air to move these fronts farther south, so we get hung up across portions of the region, and they become daily focus for showers and thunderstorms. So for tonight, clear to partly cloudy, temperatures in the lower 70s, plenty muggy. First alert weather day here for Tuesday for the afternoon and evening, kind of looking at a time frame, say between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. for most of those storms that do materialize. And then as we go through the rest of the week, Aaron, it's unsettled. Now, the morning hours are largely dry. The afternoon and evening will feature those scattered hit and miss showers and thunderstorms, and we'll follow that the rest of this week, but this unsettled pattern will take us into next weekend as well.
Gotcha. Okay, so not a full stretch of rainy weather, just a few spots here and there.
Daily chances.
Gotcha. All right.